Good morning, Masters. Welcome to day 14 of 41 days meditation challenge. It's been a great journey till now. We have reached the 14th day. So, let me start the day by repeating the very important statement that is, we are spiritual beings having human experience. So always remember this statement, my dear friends. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. So whenever you come around people who are, having different experiences or behaving in different way, always realize that they have come here to have their own experience. So their experience will be different than your experience because earth is a school and we are spiritual beings here to have our own experiences and our own learnings, right? So always remember that each and every one around you are spiritual beings here to have a human experience, right? So let us remind this particular statement every day to ourselves. The more we remind ourselves that we are spiritual beings, the more we start taking it in our mind and behaving it and understanding life in that aspect, right? So but it is also important that we take care of our body. We are spiritual beings living in this human body. This body is a place where we are living, right? So it's very important to take care of our body and keep our body in a healthy state. So again, let us continue our meditation, my dear friends. So meditation is giving rest to our restless mind. Meditation is a process of cleansing the mind. Meditation removes all the unnecessary things from your mind. So once all the unnecessary things are removed from your mind, all the unnecessary things are removed from your life as well. Because as your mind, so your life, right? So once you start practicing meditation every day, gradually all the unnecessary things will be cleansed from your mind. So once all the unnecessary things is cleansed, you can notice after continuous practice of meditation that you had few habits which were not able to change. But after practicing meditation regularly, the habits just went away from you. You don't even think about those things right now. So all those things you can experience only when you practice meditation every day, my dear friends. So let's start today's meditation. So if there are any new beginners, I would like to teach them how to sit in meditation. Please sit in a comfortable place, my dear friends. You can sit on bed or on chair or on sofa or on floor, wherever you feel comfortable. Make sure that your body is comfortable. So the next step is you have to clasp your fingers and cross your legs. Clasp your fingers, cross your legs. You can also take support of the back and just gently close your eyes and observe your normal, natural breath. Just be with your normal, natural breath, my dear friends. As you start observing the breath, you can observe the silence within you, and the same silence can be observed outside you. All the noise, all the disturbance is within you, my dear friends. It's not somewhere external. When you observe your breath, when you meditate, when you reach to an internal silence state, you can witness the silence outside. When you reach to a state of inner silence, there is nothing external that can affect you. To reach to a state of inner silence, meditation is the way, my dear friends. Meditation is a process. The more you meditate, the more you can experience the silence within you. That silence, that emptiness will give you answers for all your questions, my dear friends. Because that silent state is silence of the mind. When your mind is achieved that silent state, it has achieved a stillness. In that stillness, you connect to your soul. And for every question, you get answer from your own soul. So to connect to your soul, meditation is the only way, my dear friends. Let us observe our normal, natural breath. When you observe your breath, your mind becomes still. Bring all your attention towards the natural flow of breath, my dear friends. Just be with your breath. Let us enjoy your meditation with music, my dear friends. Just be with your normal, natural breath. Be, my dear friends. Just observe. Bring your attention to breath. Your and bring your attention to breath. So, natural breath. Your attention back to your breath, my dear friends. Just be with. Just be with natural breath. Your breath. just be with your normal breath. Last 5 minutes, my dear friends, just be with your. Just be with your breath, my dear. Just be with your breath, my dear friends. Last 30 seconds. Be with your breath. Feel the energies that you have received during meditation, my dear friends. And remain in that state. Remain in the stillness. Remain in the silence, which helps you to live a life moment to moment. Okay, masters, please place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Look into your hands and open your eyes slowly. So, masters, it's been a great meditation. It was a energized meditation, my dear friends. I experienced very good energies and vibrations. So, thank you, masters, for joining this meditation. So, let me continue reading a chapter from the book Swami Rama Living with the Himalayan Masters, right? So, today I'm reading one more beautiful chapter, my dear friends. The name of the chapter is To Lose is to Gain. I repeat it, to lose is to gain. So the story goes like this. There was once a Swami who used to go and stay with his disciple. There was one Swami who used to stay with his disciple. The disciples' whole family loved and revered the Swami because he was an example of discipline and a very spiritual man. He always got up before sunrise, bathed, and sat for hours in meditation. But one day, early in the morning, while it was still dark, so before this particular day, he used to wake up early in the morning before sunrise. He used to take bath and sit in meditation. So after a few days, what happened was early morning, while it was still dark, he shouted, "Hey, get me food." His disciple said, "Sir, this is your bath time." The Swami replied, "Just get me food. I am hungry." He ate and then he took bath. After his bath, he went to empty his bowels and then he went to sleep. He made everything topsy turvy. The discipline which he was following earlier, he made everything reverse. He used to just jumble up everything and he was behaving in such a way. And the whole house was upset. They said something has happened to him. He's gone crazy. The wife said, "Our master is a wonderful man. We should help him." So they called for doctors and told them, "Don't disturb him by saying anything about medicine. Say, we want to learn from you. Be courteous, please." So the disciple is saying to the doctor, don't disturb him by saying anything about medicine. Say, we want to learn from you. So the disciples and the family is thinking that the Swami has gone crazy because he's not following the discipline which he had followed for so many days. The doctors came and behaved like disciples because they were paid for that purpose. They said, "Gurudev, how are you?" But he wouldn't respond. When they asked the question, the Swami didn't respond. They thought he was in a coma. because he was not moving. One looked at his eyes, and there was no movement. There was no movement in his eyes. Another doctor found that there was little pulse. One more doctor said that I don't think he's going to live. A third doctor took out a stethoscope and found the heartbeat decreasing. The heartbeat was decreasing. So he reported he has a failing heart. The woman of the house started weeping because she had always looked at him as her spiritual father. Finally, when all these scenes were happening in this particular house, so the disciple calls Swami Rama. So finally, Swami Rama was called. When he entered, he sat up, and I asked. Swami Rama asked to the Swamiji, Swamiji, what is the matter? He replied, nothing is the matter. Why do you ask? I told him, Swami Rama says, everybody is worried. He said, I used to meditate for two things. The Swami is saying, I used to meditate for two things. But today, my parents died and I am in sorrow. So I am not meditating. This is what the Swami is saying. I used to meditate for two things, but today my parents died and I am in sorrow, so I am not meditating. His language was entirely mystical. Swami Rama said, your parents died? You are a Swami. You have nothing to do with parents. So he replies, no, no. He said, you also have parents. When they die, you will understand. He continued. He continued. Remember, just listen to this line carefully, my dear friends. He continued, attachment was my mother and anger was my father. He repeats, I repeat it. Attachment was my mother and anger was my father. They both died, so I have nothing to do. Now I do not need to do anything. So he says attachment was my mother and anger was my father. They both died, so I have nothing to do. No, I don't need to do anything. Right? So the overall summary of the story is meditation will become your very nature when you give up attachment, anger, and pride. I repeat it. Meditation will become your very nature when you give up attachment, anger, and pride. Then you will not have to pose for meditation, for your whole life will be a sort of meditation. So friends, when you give up attachment, anger, and pride, you don't need to sit for meditation. Your life itself will be like meditation. You will be in a meditative state each and every moment. So it's a beautiful story, my dear friends. When you achieve that state, you don't need to again sit for 1 hour or 2 hours of meditation. Each and every moment, you will live in a meditative state. Meditative state is a state where you have empty mind, where you don't carry any emotions. You are at a zero state. That state is a meditative state. So in that state, each and every moment you live as if it's a divine moment and you enjoy life to the fullest. So let us all together practice meditation and reach that state, my dear friends. So anyone wants to share experience, or if you have any doubts, you can ask, my dear friends, or you can raise your hand, or you can also ask questions in uh, chat box in YouTube if you have any questions. Okay, so meanwhile, I will share the quote for the day. So today's quote is it's a beautiful quote, my dear friends. The most important time in the world is the time you make for yourself. So we do so many things. We do lots of work. We watch so many unnecessary things. We try to spend time with friends, and we try to always indulge in one or other activity, but we do not try about our own selves. We do not try to understand what really our inner self wants. So it's very important, my dear friends, to try to spend more time with ourselves. The more you meditate, the more you are spending time with yourself. The more you are alone in silence, the more you go alone, try to go alone to somewhere, to some place which you really like. You may like nature, or you may like some hills, you may like some mountains. So try to go alone once, try to do this experiment. We always try to go with friends, but at least once in a while, try to go alone and try to see how you feel. When you spend time alone, especially in nature, you can see your own self, you can observe your own self. So it's very important to understand our own selves, my dear friends. We always try to understand others, but we fail to understand our own selves. So when you spend time with your own self, when you make time for your own self, you'll understand yourself better. The more you understand, the more you get understanding of your own self, the more you can understand the other person better. Because as you're inner, so you're outer. The more you connect to your own true self, the more you can understand and connect to other people around you as well, my dear friends. So I repeat this sentence or the quote: the most important time in the world is the time you make for yourself. So this is a quote for the day, my dear friends. So um, I do not see any questions. Okay, thank you, friends. Thank you for today's session. And today at 10 a.m., there is a session on right food, the importance of food in our day to day life, and what is the right food that we have to consume at 10 a.m. So I request you all to please join the session so that you can understand the importance of food and how it affects our life in day to day life. Thank you so much, my dear friends. I request you all to once again please join at 10 a.m. and please do share it to your friends, and also please like, share, and subscribe to our Pyramid Call Service YouTube channel. Thank you and have a great Sunday, my dear friends.